All right, guys, I've had a couple requests to show the Inchworm+Spiderman+Bootstrap Squat series that we do. As we write it up on the board and in the Google Doc for TCS Whiteboard, we just shorten that down to ISB. And again, Inchworm+Spiderman+Bootstrap Squat. So once you kind of know that, you understand more or less the flow of this thing. So initially, I'm going to do it forward facing, and then I'll do one from the side. But it starts with inchworm, so it's basically going to be a toe touch. You just kind of let your hamstring stretch, low back stretch. Then we walk it out, trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. Once you walk it out here, you can either do some push-ups, right? 1, 2, maybe 3, or you could do cobra stretch and just let your hips drop and kind of open up the front of the body. But from there, now we're into Spider-Man. So we're going to actually step our right foot forward. The same hand goes towards the ceiling, and then we come back down, and we swap it out. Left foot comes up. You can kind of move around in that position and just kind of feel it out, and then rotate open with the left hand. And from there, we finish the inchworm by walking back in to our toes, finding an appropriate squat position, and then this is the bootstrap squats. We're just basically holding onto our toes, trying to get as deep as we can, more or less trying to find a good bottom position of the squat, hang out there, shift around, feel it out, and then we stand back up by first extending the legs, getting that hamstring stretch, and then stand tall, right? So that would be one ISB. Now from the side. So again, it starts with the toe touch. You walk it out, trying to keep the legs straight. Once you find your plank position, you can either do some push-ups, or you could go into cobra, or you could do both, right? It's really up to you based off of how you're feeling and what you need. From there, right foot comes up, right hand opens up, and then we make that switch, left, and again, you can kind of just hang out here, move around, see what's tight, what needs some attention, and then we open up, feet back, and we walk back to the toes, grab the toes, and then we sit down deep into that bootstrap squat. Essentially, trying to keep chest proud, heels down. Some of you might not be able to get down into this position. You might be a little bit higher. You might have to let the heels come up. That's okay, as long as it's kind of a position that you're in control of. That's the biggest thing. And then from there, actually from the bottom of that bootstrap squat, you could stand up like I just did, or you could extend the legs, get a little bit of stretch again, and then stand back up. So that's the ISB, or Inchworm+Spiderman+Bootstrap Squat, that we start every class with at TCS.